So today, like I said, I am currently keeping an eye on this QQQ and NQ higher low structure on the 5 and 15 minute. I think with this breakdown, I'd love to see it pull down to this 15 minute level of liquidity down to 19,525 if we are able to get this break lower here. So we are currently sitting inside of a 15 minute imbalance. Still have yet to fill it completely. A full fill would be up to right about 19,640. From there, I'd like to position myself for roughly about shorts. Stop's probably going to be, I don't know, maybe like 64 or something. But overall, I do like this setup quite a bit. Like I said, if this does get this breakdown, especially with, how we've been moving these past couple of days, and where we're actually sitting at on the daily time frame, right? Daily time frame here, we're at a equal high here. Yeah, right around this 19,640 region. So now I'd like to see at least a little bit of correction and just, rebalance of this move here. I have a couple of 4-hour imbalances to fill below us, but like I said, I'm a pretty big fan of that 15 minute imbalance down to that 500 region. So yeah, you could see for a first move down to 19,525, and then probably below that would be a move down to 19,447. So actually still quite a big move down here, but like I said, definitely could work for sure, as we do still have those larger time frame imbalances that are sitting below us.
Oh shit. Scared me, my alarm went off.
So that's a structure for Qs. Should be very, very similar structure with SPY there as well. Take a look at Apple here. Apple here, we have a almost 5-minute flagging structure right about there. Not really seeing anything too much with Apple. Although technically speaking, if we did turn off the after hour session or the overnight session, we did actually close Friday inside of a bear flag. So if we do actually open up in between this 226 to about 225.80 region, we are technically still staying inside of this flagging structure. So setup actually would still be continue to be valid there. So it actually is kind of nice. I'd like to actually see that. Like I said, if we turn off the after hour session or overnight session, alright, this is how we closed on Friday. So if we open relatively flat today, setup would actually still continue to be valid. So a breakout would definitely going to be below 225.70, and I'd like that down to this 15-minute imbalance right about there. I like that, and you'll see that that will also line us up roughly with where our overnight low is sitting at, if I'm correct. Turn back, extended. Yeah, so our overnight low actually would sit pretty much right about there, but you see that we did get pretty much already a fill of that imbalance. But I definitely am a fan of that spot right there for sure. So yeah, that would be nice to see there. All right, we have Microsoft here. Actually, very similar structure. Flagging right before Friday's close. Actually initiated a breakout initiated a breakout before the close just a little bit, and now we should be actually opening. I'd like us to open right around this 418 region, 418.80 region, as this open here would be a break and possible retest of this level here. So break and retest of that flag structure, send us a little bit lower there, should be nice. Do you like that? Current Google structure, we have a rising wedge here. Pretty big move up overall actually, but like I said with the weekly watch list, right? All this is right now is actually just a back test of that lower trend line on the daily time frame. So you see that now we actually did just get an official tap into that. We have a higher low structure coming in. Like I said, it is a little bit of a wedging structure, so definitely below. I'd like to see at least a back test into previous high of day once we get a break below this higher low structure. And if we actually come back into previous day's range, this should be a really nice move to actually potentially fill this 5-minute imbalance. So I'll be keeping an eye out on that. And then NVIDIA here. Nice rejection so far off of previous hive day. Almost looks like we're flagging a little bit here. Come on, why isn't this working? A little bit of a flagging structure there. But we are, like I said, currently sitting inside of previous day's range here. I'd like to see potential back test here, as an opening here would be really nice. If we do get this break of this flagging structure and of the duplicated flagpole, should line up right around this overnight high region, and that would be our area for to short for me. So I actually do like that right there. Yep. And then you see that these flags that are actually being formed are moving really nicely to its actual targets. Yeah, look at that. Pretty much perfectly, guys. You see this? That initial flag that broke out pretty much ran to its projected target pretty much perfectly, depending on how well you draw it. But yeah, pretty much perfectly there. So that was really nice to see. Oh, but before we actually open, let me actually upload today's watch list to YouTube. I totally forgot to do that. So let me do that really quick. If you guys have any questions on any of the setups that I'm looking at, feel free to let me know. nice high actually getting put in here.
Yeah, I want to see this hit 41 here at least.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That is also what I am watching there. Alright, and I did just upload the watch list for this week. Those of you that were not here.
Are you uploading it to YouTube or the watch list tab?
YouTube. But I actually probably could upload it to the watch list tab from now on actually. So.
Yeah. I think you should add it to the watch list tab from now on.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Just because you don't want like randoms like on YouTube getting free game.
Well, I mean, it is posted publicly, so anyone can technically get it. So,
So,
but I will post it in the watch list from now on as well. I forgot I had that tab. I'll be honest. One of the videos I'm actually surprised gained quite a bit of traction for a live trading video. It has I think 230 views on YouTube, which isn't bad.
Yeah, maybe you can be super popular on YouTube. Would be funny.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just a regular like live trading session, but it was a very nice,
And
very nice trading session though. I believe it was a bottom tick entry for like 80 point hold on NQ. I believe it was in like a couple of minutes as well. That was very nice. So got about 20 minutes here for this open. Yeah, I do still like us up to that 40 region, like I said. That would be my area to short, as we are still technically continuing to put in a higher low structure. For right now, anyways. I'm keeping an eye out on this 15-minute candle close here. But So SPY here actually looks a little bit stronger off this open. Or before the open, sorry. So we are actually nearing this overnight high level. We have a 15-minute flagging structure here on NQ before this open. Be curious to see which way we break up. Duplicated flagpole is telling us we should see pretty much a perfect fill up to that imbalance. I think once we actually tap into that imbalance, I will be taking a short, guys. For me personally. Maybe a little bit early and a little bit risky before this open, but I really think this setup can work here. We technically also do have room up to the 60 region, as that 60 region would also be another 5-minute imbalance there, but for me, I am a fan of this level that we'd be sitting at there, roughly in that 40s. And then that probably would be my stop, a candle close above that 5-minute imbalance, so above 63 roughly. So about a 20-point risk, 20-25 point risk, which is about our normal. And then I probably would take another retry at previous high of day. We are very, very close to actually tapping into this imbalance there, so I actually wouldn't mind trying it relatively soon here. One thing I don't like here is that I still like Nvidia up to that overnight high backtest, which is another thing that I'll be, kind of keeping an eye out on. But besides that, it should actually still be pretty nice overall. Looks like Google here also is breaking up from that previous wedge. About 465 here. Once again, I am interested, or more interested to see how we're going to interact off this open here. We'll give it about another 5 minutes and then we'll break down just today's trade idea one more time before this open comes in. I'm sure many of you guys actually already probably see it though. Just based off my chart here. Hi Luna. So it looks like we are actually still getting some selling pressure coming in here. Just look at that previous 15-minute candle close. Still getting a little bit. We are still holding structure as of right now. Once again, we are also sitting inside of this 61.8 here. SPY here actually is still interacting with this previous high of day. Yeah, I still like this. The only thing that I am worried about here is that like off this open, we might just get an immediate break here. It may not actually even give us an entry into the 40s, as this could send immediately off the open if everything kind of sells here from the individuals, as yeah, we're pretty much sitting in the same area with a lot of these names, so definitely could see that we may not even get our entry here. So far, 15-minute flagging structure still looks valid here. So that is a pretty big down close candle here though. That may come in here for this following 15 minute. One thing I will be keeping an eye out on is if this candle actually closes um below this structure here. If this opening candle.
Alex, we're in a 15-minute fair value gap and fib here.
Yeah, see what I mean by he be like stealing my ideas? Did I not talk about this
Dude, stop. Dude, stop.
like an hour ago, guys? I was literally talking about this like an hour ago. So where does dude even join? Now he's over here taking my ideas. But yeah, no, I am watching that as well. We still haven't. I don't know if did we fill it completely. I can't tell. I don't think we'd filled it 100%. Maybe we did. Might just have it drawn. No, we still have yet to fill it, but yeah, I do like the spot where we're sitting at right now. I'm looking for entries right around the 40s or even 50s would be awesome, but what I was saying earlier is we may not even be able to get our entry here, as the setup might just immediately break off the open here, especially on Qs. You see here that following 5-minute candle right there just actually ended up closing below that trendline structure. So this is technically a break of structure right here. So we may actually need to play the retest. But then again, we'll see here. We got about 4 minutes here, guys, for this open. And this 15-minute candle, we gotta see this here. We got still 4 minutes left, but I'm keeping an eye on to see if we want to actually close below this structure. Because this trend line technically still can hold. You're on your desktop?
No, I'm down the shore right now.
This dude always down the shore.
I'll be on my desk tomorrow.
Oh wow. Big little dip right there on NQ. We did just tap into view up. Right there. Yeah, it looks like this candle is gonna get this break below the structure here, guys. We may need to play the break and retest of the structure here. I'm not sure if it's gonna actually allow us an entry. This candle here should hold above view up here on Qs. Should hold above view up here. And I think with that hold, this opening candle may give us our entry on the back test of that lower trend line. About 1 minute left here, guys. Google here is getting that back test into previous hive day and view up. Like I said, I would like it to see us come back into previous day's range. Back in the previous day's range here. Should see a nice move to fill that previous imbalance that's below us. We got 20 seconds here. Like I said, I'm keeping an eye out to see how this candle closes here on Qs. Let's see, this move could sell. Here's the open. Looks like that candle did actually hold above you up there, which is nice to see. I'm not sure if I want to take my entry off the back test of this trend line, or if I do still want to wait for this 40 here, but we are moving kind of back and forth here. Like I said, for me, I do actually still want to see Nvidia come up towards this overnight high region, get a back test of that at least before actually starting to sell off. But we'll see if we get it. We are starting to fill a 5-minute imbalance here on Nvidia. We're about to fill it really soon here. Down to 123.60-ish, just around there. By a nice reject of previous high of day backtest so far. I guess that for me, I'm going to be keeping an eye out on that potential backtest, but once again, that setup we were initially looking for was going to be that entry in the 40s, so still not sure if it'll actually be able to give it to us here, as everything actually does still look relatively weak overall. And remember, keep in mind with my targets, I'm going to be targeting that 15-minute area of liquidity that is sitting below us down to about 525 there on the NQ. So quite a bit of ways down here, but SPY holding up here a little bit better compared to Qs. Take a look at the heat map, how it's doing. Yeah, it looks like everything is doing a little bit better here off the open compared to tech. Meta pretty strong, but we do have Microsoft actually starting to flag here a little bit. SPY retest of overnight highs here. Watch for this push above if you get this candle close higher here, but don't think it will. But and remember guys, keep in mind we did get that 15-minute candle close below that lower trend line. So technically we still can allow us for a potential entry here. As that is a 15-minute structure. About 30 seconds left for this first opening 5-minute candle. We'll be watching to see how this closes, if it wants to get this close below view up. Looks like we probably are here as well. This may actually look to continue here, guys. So for me, I'm really looking for this break and retest of structure up to that trend line if we could get it, but you may need to take this entry off to back test the view up here. Apple did get that candle close below overnight lows as well. Nvidia is still holding this flagging structure. We did almost fill that 5-minute imbalance, but it is holding above view up as of right now. Yeah, and you see that we did get almost that fake breakout from that rising wedge from Google. Would like to see that actually come back below into previous high of day. Okay, previous day's range. This might send without us here. Yeah, didn't quite get that back test that I wanted to. And this is what I was talking about with this morning, right? As I said this morning, we may not even get an entry, as this might literally just sell immediately off the open, which is what we are getting so far. So let's have room here, guys. This has plenty of room to work with. Nvidia is starting to get that sell. We did fill that imbalance. 5-minute imbalance that's sitting below us here. Google attempting to make this break into previous day's range there. I actually still like this to overnight lows, guys, I'll be honest. Big hold here actually coming in from Nvidia. Fill that imbalance. Structure still looks good here, as we are gonna get this next 5-minute candle close here in about 30 seconds. We do still have I'm still keeping an eye out on this 15-minute structure though. This would be a follow-up candle on this 15-minute candle close below that lower trend line. Like I said, I do still like this down to overnight lows. So it would be my final target for that 15-minute sweep in liquidity. Down to about 19.525. Flagging structure here on Nvidia is actually still valid, so if it is actually able to get this break above this upper trend line here, it should be a pretty nice push up to overnight highs, and then previous high of day, which that could allow for a potential entry for me. Still decent buying strength here coming in so far. But all this is right here is just a back test for me, guys. We see that Google did get that break back into previous day's range. 5-minute candle close below. All this is just a back test right here so far. Here's Nvidia's tap into previous high of day. This could allow for entry here, but I still want a little bit higher here for Nvidia for me. And I want Apple to get this back test at least into VWAP and overnight highs. Nice little buy so far. Alright. Alright, I'm in a short right there, guys, at 13. Let me try a short right there at 13. Stop probably be a recapture back above previous high, but I'm in a short at 13. This is going to be our back test entry for me. Sorry. 19.613. If you want to, you still potentially can wait for the official back test of that that lower trend line if you wanted to, guys. But I'm not going to be too picky about my entry, as this is a larger time frame setup trade. Okay, right, I am still looking for that sweep down to that 525 region, as I mentioned previously. So once again, larger time frame setup, right? Gonna give this some room to play out. Right, we did hit all of my targets, right? I wanted Apple to get that back test and the view up overnight lows. I wanted Nvidia to get that tap into overnight highs. So all this is right here for me, this is just a back test entry for another leg lower. I'm curious to see this 5-minute candle close below view up here in about 1 more minute here. But we are actually up quite a bit here, guys, already. It's actually already a nice move so far. If you guys are looking to just, take some off, start the day green. Like I said, I am looking for a little bit more of a bigger move. If this 5-minute candle here does get this close below view up, it should be a really actually another nice push for a leg down here. What I'm more interested to see here, though, is SPY start to lose some of its traction. If SPY is able to do that, get this break below VWAP. That will allow us to sit back into previous day's range there, which would be really, really nice. Like I said, I am more interested to see how this 15-minute candle is going to close, as this is a larger time frame structure. 15-minute candle did actually close above VWAP here on NQ. But once again, this is a bigger time frame setup trade here, so if you guys are just looking to get a quick scalp in, you can feel free to do so. This is a little over 20 points though for me though, guys. If you, like I said, you want to take some off, feel free to do so. Gonna take some off here, guys, I think. Oh, wasn't able to get that off right there. Yeah, that did give us rough, just shy of 30 points right there. So did miss my initial trim right there, but it's alright. You guys definitely could have taken that green right there though. So what we're getting right now here, this is going to be our back test. Should be our back test into this lower trend line. So we should see some continuation here up, I think. So with that hold that we just created right there, that was a 5-minute GP hold right there that we just tapped into. We tapped off 78.6 actually pretty much perfectly, and then we actually are now starting to get a nice or a decent hold off that level right there. Like I said, this is a larger setup for me though, 'cause I am looking for a little bit more of a bigger move here. Should be able to get this retest into this trend line here that I have on Qs. Now once again, we do still have that larger time frame imbalance that we still have yet to fill, I believe, or we're just shy of that, but this could actually be another 5-minute GP here, depending on how we draw it. Yeah, this is right off that 78.6 here on Qs for a break and retest of the structure here. So I think my stop for me with this trade is if we do get a candle close above 475.80, or maybe let's just say 476. If we get a candle close above 476, I probably will get out for a loss on this trade. And that would have to be on a 15-minute structure there as well, guys. Okay, so please manage your risk accordingly. Once again, right, this is a larger time frame setup trade here, so Not really too worried about this as of yet. Yeah, so I think for me, as long as this 15-minute candle closes probably below like this, let's say like 626 or 630 region, as long as it closes below 630, this setup is still going to be valid for me. Alright. As I said, all this is for right now is just a break and retest the structure on this larger time frame. And I think we do have data coming up. Leading economic indicators at 10. Shouldn't really move too much off of that, but just do be careful with that. If we do maybe get a move off of that. Like I said, not sure if we actually will, but like I said, a nice little confirmation here with this setup here is going to be if SPY is able to capture back below previous day's range, so get below that and break below view up. That should be really nice to see. And I would like to see Qs get back below view up here as well. Like I said, guys, I think for me this could be a very large trade if this setup does execute correctly. So like I said, I am probably going to be running, you know, slightly looser stops than normal, as this is a larger setup, but I will be targeting, you know, at least like 50 plus points on this trade here if it's able to give it to us. I do still like Apple here. Relatively weak still. See if it's able to get this break below. Nice rejection though overall from that overnight low level. Alright, got that back test in the view up, rejected it nicely. Nvidia is still maintaining a decent amount of strength so far, and Microsoft is getting a back test here at view up. As I mentioned previously, all this is for me is really just a back test on this larger structure. And our entry here actually is pretty decent at this 13. Yes, we could have had maybe a little bit better, but we're actually, you know, not really giving up too many points here, as we were only so far max drawdown is about 10 points so far. So yeah, max risk roughly with this trade here is probably going to be about 25 to 30 points, as I mentioned. So you know, it's literally about our usual risk here. So it really isn't anything too crazy or extremely wide. Microsoft getting a back test of this opening candle here. Did fill a 5-minute imbalance there as well. I am liking this 5-minute candle though that's coming in here with Qs. Look at this move that's coming in from Apple. Trying to get this clear lower here. Yep, this is exactly what I want to see right here. If this 5-minute candle could get this recapture back below view up, this would be huge. Once again, Google break and retest of that rising wedge structure from the pre-market. Beautiful rejection here, guys. So I just want this candle to close below view up if we could get it. And then take a look at SPY here as well. SPY is getting that back test into previous high of day and view up. If it's able to get that break of structure, that actually might be the name to lead us down here. But we're back up here really nicely, guys. If you want to take some off here, this is over 30 points. Or, yeah, it's over 30 points here. If you guys want to take some off, feel free to do so, right? This is a beautiful candle close here. So far, got that 5-minute candle close below view up. I'd like to see a potential back test into view up. That would be my indicator that we could use that as a resistance, but otherwise I'd like us to actually start clearing these this previous 5-minute candle low here. Nvidia did get that recapture back below that 125 previous high of day, but we are still actually holding view up right there. But like I said, if you guys did want to take that off right there, feel free to do so. I was over 30 points that it delivered, depending on your entry obviously, but once again, I am looking for a bit of a larger move here, so. Don't need to wait on me with this trade here, guys. Keep that in mind. Nice job, Samir. Take it and run. Take it and run. Okay, so here, this is what I wanted. Back test into view up. Would like to see this get used as resistance. Would not like to see a recapture back above this. Like I said, as long as this 15-minute candle holds below kind of this wedge structure, do so like this. It would be very, very nice to see if we did get this candle close below view up though, still on this 15-minute, but would have to see here on this next close. Nice job, CH. Yeah, that was a beautiful little dip right there, depending on your entry, but like I said, for me, holding this out a little bit more. Trusting this setup, trusting this 15-minute structure that we're getting, so. Right, I'm not going to be as quick to be in and out here, but for you guys, definitely if you're looking to just take green, feel free to do so. And once again, my targets with this trade, guys, is going to be that pull down to 19,526. I'm liking the structure that's coming in from Apple here, right? We got that break below that previous low. Now we are trying to use that previous low as a resistance for a potential higher low or lower high structure. We have Microsoft actually holding up a little bit better here, but it is getting this back test into overnight highs. I'd like to see if we actually want to reject that. Nvidia is still trying to hold below previous day's range. I think if we hold below previous day's range, this still actually should be good. But SPY, nice structure here though overall still. I just still need to get this clear below. We did get that break into previous day's range and below view up, but I still would like us to at least get this break probably below 554.80. Below 554.80, we get a candle close below that. It should be a really nice flush down to potentially overnight lows. Not sure if we have any imbalances to fill below us on the 5 or 15-minute, but yeah, like I said, I'm really just letting this trade develop, guys, so once again, don't wait on me. Another thing that we do want to take into consideration here is that volatility also is almost going back to normal. You see these candles aren't as aggressive as last week. So remember last week or last couple of weeks actually, right, we were literally aiming for like 30, 40 or even 50 plus point moves, but it looks like now that volatility is kind of starting to slow down here. We want to kind of go back to our normal targets, which is going to be probably about 20 to 30 points. Okay, 25, 30, 35 points, right around there. unless you are playing a larger setup, of course. So in this case, right, we are playing a 15-minute structure, so this is going to be a little bit more of a larger target. But we have this 10 a.m. candle here, gonna close here in about 5 seconds, and this is gonna actually give us our 15-minute candle close below VWAP, which is what I like to see. Like I said, we do have data here as well. Keep that in mind. Yeah, if you are still in this trade with me actually, and you guys actually probably could set hard stops now at this point, as we are starting to get some, you know, a little bit more of a clearer structure on this actual breakdown. I really would not like to see this move get bought up. So if you guys did want to have like a potentially hard stop, maybe at like, you know, 19,640, you could definitely do so. That would be about a 29-point risk. So once again, you know, about our normal risk, just have a hard stop there, just in case this move does get bought up from this data candle. But SPY so far is actually trying to recapture above this previous high of day here. Here we go. Getting some decent selling coming in here. Watch this break on Nvidia. We get below view up here. We should be a really nice flush here, guys. Getting some more of a move. This is 40 points, guys. Oh yeah, here we go. I want to see this break below, or break lower here. Should be a very nice flush here. Keeping an eye out on this following 5-minute candle with a close below 474.46. Get that close lower. Oh, here we go, guys. I'm taking a trim right here, guys. I'm out half right here. Out right half right there. 67. 67. Out half right there. 19. 567. Alright now guys, stops to break even, alright? Risk-free trade. I'm gonna let this one ride here. Potentially, or I might just even take full here. Take full here. Stops to break even or in profit, right? You guys manage this how you want. I might take this here though. It's a nice little breakdown so far. I'm gonna set my stop to 90. I'm setting my hard stop to 90. Hard stop to 90 for my other half here. Wouldn't like to see this 5-minute candle get bought up. The hard stop for 90 for me. So I don't want this to break down or break up here. No, it might stop me out. Oh, big buy right there. This could still work, but I think I might get stopped out here, guys. Yeah, alright. I just got stopped right there. No, unfortunate. Alright, well. It is what it is. You guys make money off of that? Hope everyone did.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, we went green.
Nice.
300 more past the eval.
Beautiful. Nice job, Carlos. Nice job, Phil. Great job, guys. Yeah, I got stopped there, unfortunately. I was holding, guess I got a little bit greedy there, but that's alright. I was holding for this larger setup. It technically actually still can play out, as I could have potentially just gotten wicked right there. But I'm not going to complain on this. If you guys are happy with the one and done, I will also call it there as well. Alright, that's all we literally need. Just trades like that. Beautiful breakdown. Like I said, this trade actually still can work out here. As like I said, I think I really did just get waked out right there. That's what it's looking like. Yeah, hope everyone's happy with that trade though, for sure. So, yeah, everyone's done for today. Everyone done for today? Yeah, we'll call it. Yeah, that's still really good. Still really good for sure. I think I might have ran my stops a little bit too hard right there though, like I said. Yeah, I mean, still 6K on the day, right? Can't complain about that for sure, so. If everyone's happy, right? Everyone's happy with this. Yeah, we'll call it a day. Pick things back up tomorrow.
Very happy. Thank you.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll end it here then. Nice.